Prairie View A&M or Grambling State? Which band won the State Fair Classic 5th quarter 2025 in Dallas, Texas? Let's go ahead and check it out right now. What's up everyone, JB the Bandhead here, and as explained in the intro, we're going to be taking a look at the State Fair Classic 5th quarter 2025 between Prairie View A&M and Grambling State. Credit goes to ShowTime Web. The link to the original clip will be in the description below. Now, previously we've seen these bands in previous encounters earlier this year, such as we've seen Prairie View A&M in both in the National Battle of the Bands and the Labor Day Classic against Texas Southern, and we also seen Grambling battle Langston, and yeah, that's what I react. That's that 5th quarter I did react to, but also they did appear in the HBCU Labor Day Classic battle of bands. I still gotta check that out at some time, but yeah. But from what I've heard in that I think it was a Shreveport Classic, Shreveport Kickoff Classic, that's what it was. Yeah, Grambling sounded good against Langston. Nah, Prairie View A&M, I know y'all did sound good in the National Battle of Bands, but when y'all did against Texas Southern, y'all did not sound too good in there. So I'm hoping y'all sound at least a little bit better against Grambling. Don't sleep on Grambling, because Grambling actually is on the come up from what I've heard. But we'll see how good they sound in this as well. So let's go ahead and start off this reaction right now. Oh, we got turned down a bit. Okay, Graham. I'm not sure if y'all played this in the, what was it, hold on a second, back the game. Yeah, I'm not sure if y'all played this in the Shreveport Kickoff Classic. I'm gonna go back and check, but, yeah. Alright, trombones, come on in. Alright, Z's, I see y'all up there. That was a good one, Grambling. Prairie View A&M, what y'all got? They played a good one. know, PV. Y'all had some moments in there. Alright, at the end of yeah, that's the end of the first round. Now, yeah, so yeah, this round here, I honestly say Grambling came with that. Nah, it wasn't the best song selection, but Prairie, that was Grambling's song selection it was a lot better than y'all's because y'all sounded kind of bland in that one. So yeah, this first round gonna have to go to Grambling because yeah, Grambling State got this one. So yeah, the first round, yeah. So that's making it 1-0 Grambling over PV. So yes, cause cause I'm not even gonna lie, PV, y'all almost had it. Y'all literally almost had it in this round, but yeah, y'all almost had the top, but there's some moments in there y'all kind of brought it down to Grambling winning this round. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the second round now. All right, Grambling, what y'all got for the second round? Oh, Tumas, come on now. Not gonna lie, that was good, Grambling, but y'all had some moments in there. Alright, PV. Maybe they left the door open for y'all to take this one, so. right, yeah, that's the end of the second round. Now, I honestly do believe this. This round would have been a tie if Grambling that intro with the tubas, y'all could have executed that a little bit better. So, yeah, but Prairie, y'all kind of had some moments in there, but for most part, it was cleaner than what Grambling played. Nah, yeah, I'm gonna just say this. Prairie View got this round for sure. Yeah, PV got this round for sure. Yeah, but Grambling, like I say, um, when y'all face Texas Southern, if y'all play that either in the zero or the fifth quarter, I hope y'all played in the fifth quarter. But if y'all play that in the fifth quarter, y'all got to clean it up. Y'all had to go back in the drawing board and clean that up. But yeah, but that's all I gotta say. Cause PV, I don't know what song that is, but it was cleaner than what Grambling played. Even though Grambling was clean as well, but it was most part it had less. For the most part, PV had less mistakes than yeah Grambling, so that's why PV got this round. So let's go ahead and check out the third round now. So we tied 1-1. Oh, that's Burning Blue. Okay. Yes, sir, Grambling. Y'all gotta give Grambling a round of applause on that because they tried their hardest. They made. All I gotta say is, I want to hear this at Bayou Classic because I'm pretty sure Southern played it as well. I want to see this song played by both bands. I want to see who would win that battle. But but Grambling, that was a great job. That was a great job. Prairie ain't them what y'all gonna come back with. all night long. All right. All right. So yeah, that's the end of the third round. Now, preview that was a great one too. Yeah, all night long. That's a classic. Give them a round of applause as well because they deserve it. I'm not even gonna lie. This round here was a good round. It's kind of because this round here is kind of tough to decide who won it. So therefore, this round gonna be a tie. This round gonna have to be a tie. So that's gonna make it two apiece. So two apiece for each band. So yeah, cause Grambling with that Burning Blue and All Night Long by PV, two great song selections. Now, Grambling, I want y'all to play that at Bayou Classic. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to see that battle between Southern and Grambling when they play specifically these two songs. Cause I think Southern, cause if I recall correctly, Southern did play it at the Me Swag Challenge, but PV All Night Long was a good one. Had some moments in there, but for the most part, y'all did try your best, and that's what we want. So, yeah, that's after three rounds, it's tied at two apiece. So let's go ahead and go to the fourth round now. This is solid. There's some moments in there, but for the most part, it was a good one. Let's see what PV gonna come back with. that intro is kind of interesting, and not in a good way. All right, yeah. PV, PV. Yeah, cause before I even score this round, this PV, KB was right about y'all on this one. I think this was the gospel tune. Y'all gotta play a lot better than that, cause especially in the intro, cause the intro just gotta be cleaned up a lot on that part. And yeah, and throughout the song, y'all pretty much had some moments in there that gotta be cleaned up, man. I can see why. I think KB might have given y'all a deduction or a penalty on this, but I'm not too sure. But Grambling, they had their minor issues as well, but they was a lot cleaner than y'all PV. Therefore, Grambling get this round. The world fame got this one for sure because cause they proved it. They proved it. So that's 3-2 uh GSU over PVAMU. So yeah, yeah, they was a lot cleaner. They was a lot cleaner than y'all PV. So y'all gotta do a lot better job. Let's go ahead and move on to the fifth round now. So yeah, that's 3-2. Grambling over Prairie View. Oh, nice rap too. had a little bit of iffy moment there, but yeah. Well, most of it was clean. Let's see what PV got. I don't know, baby. I got some iffy moments there. Hold on. Think I might have heard something. The trumpet coming a little too early. Let me see real quick. Go back 7 seconds real quick. Yeah, gotta watch it there, trumpet. I don't think I should run this back. Oh yeah, world fame won it with yeah, for sure. I don't think I should tell them to go home. Oh, I see it right. Oh, I see the horn holder right there. I'm gonna put a circle on them at the end of this round. Yeah, I see the horn holder right there. I'm gonna put a circle on them. Alright, right here. Yeah, where my mouse is right here, I think that's the one that that was the horn holder. Let's see, did they run it back one more time? No, okay, they don't run it back. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, good thing they didn't run it back a second time, cause I don't know about that one, PV. I mean, it's not bad, but it definitely was not as good as Gremlins. But yeah, I had some iffy moments in there. Grambling had some moments too, but the only moments they had was probably in the tube or somewhere. But for the most part, it was a lot better than which I played PV. So therefore, this round gonna have to go to Grambling. So that makes it 4-2 Grambling over PV. So yeah, Grambling might have had their moments too, but for the most part, the whole band was cleaner than y'all PV. Y'all just gotta get it together, man. I don't know. KB might have been right about y'all, so let's go ahead and move on to. I think this is the final round coming, and let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, they finally put their uniform back on. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember y'all played this against Langston. I'm not gonna lie, for some reason I always think this is Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. I mean, I know it's not, but the ending part kind of sounded like what would it put in? See right here. See, it always reminds me of Off the Wall at that ending part, but PV, y'all gotta come back with it. That was good though. PV, just come back with it, please. Come back with this. Just come back with it, man. They're not gonna come back with it. I can tell. This one's not gonna prove y'all running back, as long as y'all don't mess it up. And this is major's coming down, huh? Drum major's coming down. Drum major said they want a battle. Alright, that's gotta be the end of it. Yeah, that has to be the end, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna end it right there. Yeah. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I think that might be the end of the that is kind of the end of the battle. But last round here, both of those were good. So that song Grambling played and whatever song this is PV play, both of those were good. So this round is undecidable. So I'm gonna say this round is this round gonna be a tie as well. So that makes it say 5-3 over 5-3 Grambling State over Prairie A&M. So that's pretty much it for this battle. So like I said, the score is 5-3 Grambling over PV. So therefore this battle go to Grambling. This battle has to go to Grambling State. Now I do have some pointers that I'm gonna give both the bands. Grambling, y'all did good in this because y'all actually improving. Y'all made major improvements from last year. Cause the last 2 years y'all did not sound this way. This year, y'all bring some hay in the swag. Like I told some of these other bands, they go have to watch out for them, especially when y'all go against Texas Southern, Jackson State, and Southern. They gonna be the three main ones that gonna have to look out for y'all because, but y'all still got some stuff you had to clean up. But at least in this battle or in this fifth quarter, they were very minor compared to PV because. Overall, basically, because y'all was way cleaner than PV overall, so that's why y'all got this one. Prairie A&M, y'all had some good tunes, but overall y'all did not, because Labor Day Classic, and the because to be honest, I don't know where was the energy that y'all had in the National Battle of Bands and possibly the Labor Day Classic, because at least in the Labor Day Classic fifth quarter, y'all sounded kind of better than this in that. But we need that same energy that y'all had against Jackson State in the National Battle of Bands, and also sort of the same energy against Texas Southern, but way better, because y'all was not, because to be honest, y'all kind of gave Grambling some of these rounds. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, Grambling easily took over this thing. Cause specifically when y'all go against Southern go try to use y'all for target practice. Y'all gonna have to get better. That's all I gotta say. Y'all had to go back in the drawing board. Really, both bands should go back to the drawing board. But overall, Grambling was the better band in this. But Grambling, that's the energy that y'all gave in this. Y'all gonna need that same energy against Texas Southern, Jackson State, and Southern, as well as the rest of the season. Because especially against Alcorn, I don't know. Yeah, because Alcorn, I think I'm gonna go against Alcorn as well. But this one, it's enough said that there's nothing I can say that doesn't need to be said, because Grambling definitely got this battle. Even though the last round was a tie, Grambling won this overall. So so just some of y'all might disagree with me and say PV won. Some of y'all might agree and say Grambling won. KB was right about this fifth quarter, because he scored the same score that I gave in this battle, and And sure enough, Grambling was the better band in this. Now, we just need, because both bands gotta make improvements, but Grambling was the overall better band. PV, y'all just gotta go back in the drawing board. I gotta go back to the drawing board and clean up some of them songs that y'all played in this. Grambling, kind of the same thing, especially with that Say My Name, because if y'all played that against Texas Southern, yeah, Texas Southern gonna be wanting to play it back at y'all. Or if they play it first, y'all can play it back. Who knows? But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Like I said, Grambling won this 5th quarter. Some of y'all might disagree, and some of y'all might agree. But yeah. But once again, I'm JB the Bandhead, and peace out.